My name is Suri. I'm in my senior year, and accidentally for a week, I became the star of the local papers. It all started 2 years ago, with an unforeseen conference in London that my mom and dad were supposed to attend. She left me home alone, but no one worried about it. For one thing, my grandmother was a block away, and for another, I was often left alone and felt at ease. So, I spent the evening in a cafe with friends, very tired. And as soon as I got home, I took a shower and went to bed. It was almost midnight. I fell right into a deep sleep. At night, I woke up thirsty. I got out of bed and decided to go down to the kitchen for some juice. When suddenly, I heard a rustling behind the door. I heard it somewhere behind the door, but it was very strange. I tried to calm myself down. Maybe it's Corny, my cat. Sometimes he stays up at night and creeps around the house. Or maybe a bat had flown in through a half-open window somewhere, which also happens. I reached my hand out to open the door, but the rustling sounded again, and I thought I heard footsteps. There was a key sticking out of the door. I slowly squatted down and tried to pull it out. It seemed like an eternity had passed, and when I had the key in the palm of my hand, I looked through the keyhole. Before I continue, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you have clicked on the bell. Then, you'll know when there's a new video coming out on the channel. I felt sick. I saw a man wearing a mask, standing in the hallway looking around. My heart pounded so loudly that I thought the whole house could hear it. I swallowed slowly. I had to put the key back in the keyhole and lock the door from the inside. And if the thief headed for my room, I'd have time to get out the window. With trembling hands, I put the key back in the keyhole and turned it. My hands and neck were sweating. I licked my chapped lips and listened to every noise. The thief moved to the left. Into my parents' bedroom, the footsteps fell silent. What should I do? I had to call the police. And the phone. It's downstairs. My legs buckled. I have to go downstairs now. While the thief is in my parents' room, trying not to breathe, I carefully turn the key and opened the door even more slowly. I looked around. No one was in the hallway. Whew. I tiptoed quickly down the hall and down the stairs. There's the phone. In the kitchen. I dialed 911 and whispered softly, "Help me! There's a thief in the house, help me!" Just as I said that, I heard footsteps. Oh no, he's coming down. Where can I hide? I crawled under the table. My teeth were chattering with fear. I could hear footsteps coming closer. Here he comes down the stairs. The last step, going to the kitchen. Near the door. Here he is. I tried not to breathe. I saw his shoes, which step by step approached the table under which I was hiding. And suddenly, I heard a crack. A loud crack. The front door had been kicked in. The lights went on everywhere and 2 policemen ran into the kitchen and immediately tied up the thief. A third policewoman pulled me from under the table and cradled me in her arms. I was shaking like a leaf, and the thief was looking at me. Those eyes. I could not forget the terrible gleam of those eyes. He was arrested, But by some strange coincidence, he got off with only 1 year in prison. I followed the news closely, so I knew for sure. I wasn't worrying about it. My parents had installed a new security system in the house, so I didn't feel anxious. 2 years went by. I went to the supermarket nearby to buy yogurt. I was chatting with a friend and was not really looking around. I walked up to the dairy products rack and saw a man who was shoveling juice from the next rack into his bag. I froze. I recognized him. Those eyes. He looked at me and smirked. But I wasn't confused. I took a big bottle of milk and threw it at him. I hit him, and then I screamed at the top of my lungs at the whole store, "Thief! Juice rack! Help!" Security reacted instantly. They tied him up, they called the police, and I was interviewed by several local newspapers. And only now I realized that I could really sleep in peace. The thief is behind bars for a long time. I did the right thing. And what would you have done? Tell me. I'm very curious.